Okay, we're going to begin learning how to outline some text. Okay, so you're going to be in the area around your textbook. We got these books today, and I showed you a little bit about what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to start on page 8 in the textbook. We looked at the books already a little bit. You're going to be at section 1, Earth's atmosphere. You should have your journal open to the first clean page in your journal. And here's what we're going to look at in this section. We're going to learn how to identify the gases in Earth's atmosphere. We're going to learn how to describe the structure of Earth's atmosphere. And we're going to explain what causes air pressure. We need to know this because the atmosphere makes life on Earth possible. And that's what we're going to focus on tonight. Okay, so in your journal, I'd like you to write Earth's atmosphere, and then the first outline heading we have is the heading, the blue heading, Importance of the Atmosphere. Pause the movie while you write this down. Okay, now let's take a look at the picture so we have an idea of what it is we're going to be reading about. So this is figure 1 at the bottom of page 8. It says Earth's atmosphere, as viewed from space, is a thin layer of gases. The atmosphere keeps Earth's temperature in a range that can support life. Now think about what would happen if we didn't have the atmosphere. All right, so we're going to read here why it's important. Earth's atmosphere, shown in figure 1 we just looked at, is a thin layer of air that forms a protective covering around the planet. If Earth had no atmosphere, days would be extremely hot and nights would be extremely cold. Earth's atmosphere maintains a balance between the amount of heat absorbed from the sun and the amount of heat that escapes back into space. It also protects life forms from some of the sun's harmful rays. So let's think about what we just read and pull out the main idea. The atmosphere is a thin layer that protects the planet. Okay, if we had no atmosphere, the sun would burn, burn, burn all day, and then when the sun was gone, none of that heat would stay, and our nights would be extremely cold. Okay, so that's why the atmosphere maintains a balance between taking heat from the sun and letting the heat go away. So we're going to write down the main idea, which is it's like a blanket around the earth. So in your journal, write down what's in red, pause the movie, then come back. Okay, now we need to look at heading 2. So you're going to put a 2 under what you just wrote and write in red, makeup of the atmosphere. And we're going to read about that. All right. The Earth's atmosphere is a mixture of gases, solids, and liquids. It surrounds the planet. It extends from Earth's surface to outer space. The atmosphere is much different today from what it was when Earth was young. Earth's early atmosphere, produced by erupting volcanoes, contained nitrogen and carbon dioxide, but little oxygen. Then, more than 2 billion years ago, Earth's early organisms released oxygen into the atmosphere as they made food with the aid of sunlight. These early organisms, however, were limited to layers of ocean water deep enough to be shielded from the sun's harmful rays, yet close enough to receive the surface, close enough to the surface to receive sunlight. Eventually, a layer rich in ozone, that's O3, that protects Earth from the sun's harmful rays, formed in the upper atmosphere. This protective layer eventually allowed green plants to flourish all over Earth, releasing even more oxygen. Today, a variety of life forms, including you, depends on a certain amount of oxygen in Earth's atmosphere. Okay, so early atmosphere came from volcanoes, and those volcanoes emitted nitrogen and carbon dioxide, no oxygen. So in the surface of the water, protected from the harsh sun, organisms began to create oxygen. The more oxygen that came, the more organisms developed, and they created more oxygen. And then the ozone layer was created to allow life on Earth to be protected from the sun's harmful rays. So we're going to summarize that in 3 lines. Okay, you're going to write that the makeup of the atmosphere is gases, solids, and liquids. That the early atmosphere was from volcanoes made from nitrogen and carbon dioxide that emitted nitrogen and carbon dioxide. Pause and write that down. And that oxygen came slowly from organisms in the ocean. Okay, pause the movie and come back when you're finished. Okay, we're going to watch this video and then you'll be done for tonight.
Mostly oxygen and nitrogen that wrap around the Earth like a blanket. The air of our planet is 79% nitrogen and just under 21% oxygen. The small amount remaining is composed of carbon dioxide and other gases. Without the atmosphere, we will not be able to live here. Those gases protect us by blocking out dangerous rays from the sun and making Earth a perfect habitat for plants and animals. The Earth's atmosphere has 5 layers: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. This is also remote.
Okay, we're stuck.
60,000.
All right. So that's it for tonight. We will do some more tomorrow. So I hope you have a great evening, and I will see you on Tuesday.